Hey YouTube, this is Mega Dweezil coming at you from the great Indiana wilderness. And now I'm here in my little project room. One of the things I've been working on is cord. And as you can see, I got a lot of cord. I got a lot of different kinds of cord. I've interrogated a lot of materials, and that's one of the things that you might want to consider thinking about if you're going to try and be a new world survivor and exist on kind of what's left of the old world. I'm not for sure what's going on about any of this stuff, but one of the things that I do, okay, and this is just me, you all are grown up and do what you want. So anytime I go anyplace, I carry this with me. It's probably got a technical name, but I call it the double dog leash thingy. And I keep it in my project pocket. And I always have a project pocket. And the reason I keep this is I can just affix it to a shoelace. And I can, wherever I am, reach in my pocket and get some loops of bag that I've cut. And I can braid up a little cord, see? And I can do this if I'm waiting someplace. I can do this, If I'm on a bus, I can do this just about any place. And the reason that I do this is not because I have some sexual fixation with cord. The reason that I do this is because there's an old saying, I'm not sure if it's like some Chinese philosopher or if I got it from a massage parlor girl someplace, but it is that when I hear, I learn. When I see, I remember. And when I do, I understand. If people see you doing something, they're likely to talk to you about it. If you're sitting somewhere on a bus or something, you're braiding up some cord, you pull this stuff out of your pocket, people will take an interest. It's our primate nature, and they're going to ask you about it, And at that point, you've got a choice. You can either explain that, well, these things are either going to get, it's part of the overhead that I pay for the price anyway, it's part of my purchase at the store, and if I recycle it, they're just going to sell me the same damn bag again. And if I throw it out, it just becomes part of an environmental disaster. So I've chosen to use it instead to tie up my tomato plants or something like that. You can get people to start conversations like that, say. Now, if you pull out your Rambo death-dealing knife and, start slicing up ladies' shopping bags and crap on the bus, somebody's probably just going to call the cops. But realistically speaking, if you're about halfway sane about the shit, you can get people to talk to you. And when it comes to waking people up, and I think that's a terrible, terrible turn of phrase, okay? Because it just really, it insinuates that other people are stupid and you're not. And the fact is, okay, everybody's got fucking Google, okay? You ain't special. You may be looking for some different things, but, it's not a question of being asleep or awake or smarter than the other guy. What this is about is just simply, you need to direct people's attention to the stuff that they already know. They already know that the economy's bad. They've already got that, and they already know that there's a whole lot of stuff that probably the government isn't telling us, And, if somebody looks at you doing this kind of stuff and they say, well, damn, man, what are you doing? And you say, well, I'm doing this because Obama's got an alien up his ass and basically the world's going to end in a couple of weeks. All you're going to get is a lot of space on the fucking bus, But if you engage people in some sort of a reasonable discussion, then, the chances are they will discuss with you. And at that point, you know, you can kind of subtly point out to them the things that that they already know, yeah, but they just haven't really looked at. Because what I've been noticing a lot, and particularly here on YouTube, is, you know, you get these fucking superheroes that want to fly around and wave guns and wear tactical gear and talk about this and that. You know, you guys do what you want. Who am I? I'm the old ragpicker dude. You know, I'm the guy who just is kind of picking through dumpsters, and, you know, and that nobody notices. You know, that's who I am. Because the nature of insurgency is simply this, okay? If any of this shit is true, you know, if there is, in fact, any kind of an evil force behind all of this stuff, then you better understand that they are well-trained, well-equipped, and technologically sophisticated, none of which you are. And the nature of insurgency under those circumstances is that if you're going to fight Captain Kirk and Starfleet, you better make him fight in the fucking Stone Age. Because that's your only shot. You don't want to make your own crappy little homemade starship. He's got the Enterprise, okay? You know, you don't want to try and put together your own crappy little Starfleet. He's got good people, well-trained people. Again, people that are technologically sophisticated. The problem is, okay, that those people are logistically and technologically dependent. If they don't have a piece of rope, they go sit down and wait until supply catches up with them and brings them a piece of rope. This is how Ali has been kicking our ass for the past 30 years. Okay? Is the nature of insurgency is innovation. The nature of insurgency is to not have a supply base for anybody to fucking blow up. And it's to not have an operations center for anybody to find. Insurgency is all about fucking pit houses and invisibility. You know. Don't worry, you two, because Indiana's holding.